So spray on for a sprained wrist, spray on some spray to keep it on, okay? It doesn't really matter if it goes in the hand a bit because they want to grip in their hand anyway, so that doesn't matter. Start with the top anchor above the wrist. This will do for any sprained wrist. You will put your bias to which way you're trying to prevent the movement, but it's the same principle for whatever it is, even if it was radial or ulnar deviation. So put a top anchor on. You need to have a decent top anchor, a little bit up from the wrist so there's somewhere to locate it on. Then the important thing is that when you're doing the anchor around the hand, that you keep it off the palm of the hand, so turn around there. So this is, you're using the elastoplast for a bottom anchor, but you have to keep it up over the thenar eminence and the hyperthenar eminence so as not to come down and disturb the catch in hand, okay? So you can just leave that as your anchor then, all right? And that can just stay as your anchor. You can go back to work with that again afterwards. Now I normally do 3 strips. This is the important bit, okay? And this is where it doesn't work. You have to put the strips, you have to attach the strip on there and then keep the hand in a little bit of extension and then put that on, and then that will now start to limit the end range of flexion. The problem is if you don't do that, you end up with too much range and it doesn't limit the movement the way it's supposed to. So you see, I'm catching it down here and pulling it a little bit tight like that, and then I'm putting it down. I'm not rubbing it in as I go along. I'm attaching it top and bottom and then putting it down. These are a small bit long, but that doesn't matter. Okay, and then again, see there, I'm actually pulling it like that, and then I'm putting it down in the middle. So I'm not putting it down in the middle first, and that's really important. Now normally I would do another 3 of those, and if I was trying to have a bias on radial or ulnar deviation, I would put them depending on that. But just 3 is fine like that there, and then over. You can do normally 6, so you do 3, like you do 6 top and 6 bottom, but I'm only doing the one set today because Alison's going to reinforce it tomorrow. So that's that. So you're using this as your anchor, but you have to have a little decent bit of length of anchor. Okay, and then your middle one is going to come from here. And then you can do another 3 on this side as well. Okay, I'll cut that one a little bit long. Doesn't really matter if it's too long because you can always just cover it on the top there. Okay, so now when he tries to move his wrist, it's limiting at the end range of both directions, okay? It'll not stop moving, but it is limiting it. Then we're going to top anchor with this. So we'll bring this around here, and we'll use this to top anchor over the thenar eminence, around the wrist again, top anchor over there. Okay, so see where we're going. You need to have a top anchor the whole way along the hand as well. So that's coming up here. And we'll use this as a top anchor up here as well. Now, okay, what I would normally do now is I would cover that with cohesive tape the whole way around. But if you haven't got brown cohesive tape, right, what does that feel like there now? That good, feel good? Yeah, okay, so it's limiting both ends, right? So what I would use then to top anchor or to do the whole thing, because I don't have brown, is I just use kinesio. All right, so you can just go around with the kinesio. You don't have to go the whole, you don't have to catch everything in it. You don't have to cover everything, but at least it's brown so you're not targeting the hand. Okay. And then always finish on the outside. And I would finish that then to make sure it stays on, doesn't come off, with a ring of that around, but I'm not going to bother with that now. Okay, so just see, how does that feel now? Does that give you good support?